Welcome back to yet another episode of What If Ash went to Alola right after Johto. And today's episode we are going to cover a few things, but not very many. So the first thing is the Pikachu stuff still happens. Though, interestingly here, we learn that Mimikyu still absolutely hates Pikachu as a species. It just likes Ash's Pikachu. And then, yet another battle with How, though, again, Ash doesn't have his usual Rowlet, so this time it will be his Toucan. Then we will get into another event, with Ash and Kiawe having a battle. Though here, once again, it's clear that Ash is not fully in sync with his shiny Pokemon. This is made evident as when Torcat uses a Fire Fang and Ash calls for a bite. The lizard Pokemon is able to sneak in a toxic as well, unprompted. The issue seems to be that the fire poison type is simply moving so much faster than Ash is expecting, not putting its full into an attack, instead launching multiple attacks. And this definitely is throwing Ash off, and that's throwing the fire type off. So later on in the day, Ash swaps out his Pokemon. He chose a very specific team, that being Charizard, Lycanroc, Quilava, and Groudon. The reason is that these Pokemon have all had issues battling. Though immediately Charizard is the one whose issues are least like the fire poison type, as Charizard was mostly choosing to be disobedient. Well, Lycanroc had its moments of untamed rage. Quilava struggled to light its flame. And last, the Water Croc is always dancing, which at first threw Ash through a loop, but he eventually got used to it and figured it out, with Ash suspecting that he just needs to figure out how to do the same with his shiny poison type. So with that, Ash runs them through some drills with his other Pokemon. Though during this, Ash and Pikachu both spot a familiar figure, with them rushing off to battle Tapu Koko. Though this is where we get into a very important episode, with a wormhole opening and swallowing Ash. With Ash waking up in a deserted land. Though something was different this time, because something pushed Pikachu out of the way. So when Ash looks around and calls for his partner, Pikachu's nowhere to be found. But that doesn't mean that there's no Pokemon here, as a strange Pokemon Ash has never seen appears. A Marshadow, as he later will find out. With that, Ash will still be running into Guzzler, and things will go a lot like in canon, though this time there is no Pikachu, rather a Marshadow, which definitely is different, as Marshadow is far more physical than Pikachu, but Marshadow is also weaker than Pikachu type-wise, while still having access to better stats. And this will, of course, still go much like in the anime, with 2 Z moves being enough to drive the Guzzler away. And then Ash having a battle, though, this time. again with Marshadow instead of Pikachu, and being able to get back. Though Marshadow is still there, and when Ash questions the mythical, it seems eager to stay with him. So Ash catches the Marshadow. And that will be the end of today's episode. So I hope you guys enjoy. Until next time, goodbye.